What's up, my babies? We have made it to the finale of Kings of Napa, the first season. And baby, okay, I'm gonna come back next season because it better be renewed. It has got to be, okay? Now, I like to start off with telling them a little bit of my business for the day. I really ain't got nothing going today, except the fact that I was up until 9, almost 10 in the morning watching Euphoria. I can't wait for that to come back. I will be reviewing that when it come back, but child, that damn show. But I am just excited to be here. I hope you got your wine because it's time to sip to the finale recap of Kings of Napa. So cheers to the first season. I know my fingernails are terrible. I'm gonna do better. I'm gonna do better. I promise. I'm gonna get my shit together. But I ain't one for nails. I need these for praying. For praying. Yeah, yeah. Okay, y'all. Let me grab all these notes real quick so I don't forget nothing important. But baby, so as you know, last week the whole Kelvin and the crazy wife, soon to be ex-wife, showing up at August's place unannounced, having her little tiff with him and threatening him and all of this jazz. So when this episode starts, it starts off with Kelvin coming to August, so to please, baby, please, forgive me. This isn't, how I planned for it to be. She's trying to do all this extra shit with, he got a child. Believe it's Simon, right? So he ain't trying to lose, seeing his child and all this. So he trying to go by the book. I honestly feel like there's probably something there that we ain't gonna find out about until next season. But anywho, she was like, you know what? I'm a queen. I'm a catch. You know what you do with catches. You treat them right. This, that, and the third. You put them on pedestals. She sounded like she was about ready to kick his ass out until she didn't. She forgave him. And he gave her the ultimate right there on that beautiful wooden desk. And child, it looked like it went down. Cause then you see her smiling, just like, you can't get any bigger. When she was just doing her thing on the next scene, I'm like, he gave it to her good, real good, but she deserved it because he ain't trying to lose that. He is falling in love with August all over again, as he said. So he ain't trying to lose the best thing that he has right now. And she looked like she is the best thing he had because that ex-wife looked just crazy. And obviously she is if she's showing up at the new broad's house. Not to call August a broad, but you know what I mean, right? Okay. So Rose is back. Rose was in New York this whole time. And she comes back, she comes in, the family's sitting at the table. And she says, she missed Dana and all that stuff. But you just see how quick she just was about to break her neck to ask about Bridget. And I'm like, God damn, just act like you miss your husband a little bit more, just besides saying it. You know what I'm saying? And so he's like, yeah, we miss you. Didn't we all miss you? And they like, oh, yeah, we miss you. But they was not checking for her this whole time. But they got their own shit to deal with, so I understand. So then Rose and Dana go out, they make up and everything and all of this jazz, but Dana lets Rose know, like, yo, baby boo, I saw you kissing Bridget, so what it is. And she was like, it was just that one time, I love you, I want to start this family, I want to be with you, I love you. So they kiss and make up. And so then Dana goes to see no, Bridget goes to see um no, Rose goes to see Bridget. Lord, my notes is messing me up. I don't know what I was doing. But yeah, Rose goes to see Bridget and she lets her know that, her and Dana is back together doing their thing. They trying to make this family, even though she told her, even though we had that kiss, and it is what it is, and it was what it was, and I felt what I felt, but I'm trying to have this baby. I'm trying to have a king's baby. So up in here, that's what Rose trying to do. She's trying to get that baby. And so she is back with Dana. Bridget ain't feeling it, of course. Like, she was kind of mad at her. Like, how could you? Like, girl, that's the girl's husband. What you expect, Bridget? But anyway, so then August and Yvette is tasting the wine with the wine taster and whatnot. And Bridget just got done having that whole situation with them, but she's out. She went to go see Kelvin also to say she needs to put her on the stand, and she's trying to take August down. Basically, I don't understand how you gonna go and talk to Kelvin about August, knowing they back together. Like, that is a little bit twisted to me. Calvin is really in a really hard spot here, and I don't understand how he can do this, maintain this, and maintain his, private relationship with August. Like, it's just weird to me. How could this even be going on? I just don't get it. I really, really don't. But anywho, like I was saying, so while Yvette and August is tasting the wine with the wine taster, that wine looks so good. Oh my god! And you know what? I'm not even a white wine. I'm all about the red wine. But I want some of that wine. The grape, and I love grapes. I'm a grape person, so I want to taste it. Now I'm about to go find me a grape wine and see what's up. But they really could market that shit, because every time I'm watching it, like, dang, I want to taste that wine. If it tastes as good as they making it seem, child, I could drink a whole barrel of that shit. I really could. But as I was saying, so they get a call from the extortionist while they're tasting the wine. August gets a call. And so she's like, well, goddamn, this must be Bridget's partner in crime. Because she is so convinced that Bridget had a partner and all that jazz. So he's still talking about, you ain't getting away from me that easily. So, got to keep this going. So then they show Vanessa and Christian at the hospital visiting Melanie, and they're having their little talk while Melanie's still in the coma, knocked the fuck out. And Melanie finally wakes up though. Thank you, God. I was like, please don't let this woman die. We do not need 2 deaths in one season. Can we keep it light? Can we keep it light? And so Melanie wakes up, and Vanessa and her have their little talk. Vanessa told her, I asked God, if you wake up, I'ma love you the way I loved you before. And so Melanie's like, yes, and I love you. Reggie loved you so much. I was just a friend. I don't believe that though. I just don't believe that. I'm sorry. It seems like to me Reggie loved Melanie more than Vanessa. And it was just, he had a family with Vanessa, and it just made it more, I don't know, I can't think of the word that I need, but I just truly believe that his heart was with Melanie. It feels like they shared so much more. They shared the secret together. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like Vanessa was sleeping with, he wasn't sleeping with Vanessa behind Melanie's back. He was sleeping with Melanie behind Vanessa's back, and she knew about his woes of all of this stuff going on with the money and so forth and so on. So it's like, she seemed like he confided in her a lot more than he did his own damn wife. I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying. So anyway, so they finally have their sister moment, and that was all beautiful and everything. So then now August meets up with Kelvin, and she's telling him about the whole wire situation, and that she got a call and everything. And so, oh, she's like, no, because it can't be Bridget, because Bridget was with me having a meeting. Then he realized and remembered, mm-hmm, that Bridget went and took that phone call and was pressed about that shit. So then he like, oh well, shit, maybe it is her. So that was that. So Rose calls the place, the sperm place, fertility place, whatever you want to call it. And, she's making arrangements for this, that, and the third. And she find out Dana ain't even give a sample. So she finding out he ain't got no swimmers or something is going on. So she like, what's really the deal? So she trying to have her family and everything. So she like, we can't have this. We gotta get this straightened out. So she says she gonna talk to him, and that comes up later, of course. So then Bridget goes to see Melanie. She says she's finally up. And Melanie urged her, look, y'all need to find that other key. We need to find out who this is because it ain't you and you need to clear your name. So forth and so on. So then they call August. They like, what's up? Where's your key? August realized she can't find her key. Somebody else took her key to Bridget's place because August is the only other person who has one. I'm like, dang, y'all going through y'all thing and you still trust her to have a key to your own place? She could be trying to set you up for herself. But, child, that's the King's family for you. I swear it is. So, August goes and meets up with the white man. I don't know what his name is. It's set it on a little thing in the back of the car, but I can't remember what it was. But anywho, Quincy showed her pictures, her and Dana them pictures, and she realized that's the picture that Quincy had showed her and Dana from earlier. And she was showing the man right then and there the picture. So and the man is looking at her with a straight face, like, yep, yep, yep. And so she goes and she finds the car, and the man finds her finding the car. And he talking about, I got you some pie. You know what? Don't tell me about nuts. That shit scared me right there. Like I ain't trying to eat nothing of yours. You might try to be poison in my ass because apparently people love to try to poison. People love trying to poison the kings, right? Like wink, wink. So it's like, what the fuck? But I'm trying to figure out. Okay, if he is, how did that poison that you could poison the grapes with end up in Bridget's bag? I still need to connect that part because we ain't seen this man all season. So where was he to put that in Bridget's bag and frame her in the first place? So I still got things going off my head. Something in the milk ain't clean. You know what I'm saying? But so then he sits there and he binds August to the chair and he's just telling her, Reggie ain't shit basically, and he stole this, that, and the third from my grandfather, and now my family ain't got shit, and y'all got empires, and we ain't having that from you people. Like, what? Yeah, he wanted to say what he wanted to say, but I am so glad that they didn't play that fight scene like Bridget, like August was just hopeless. She stabbed him, she kicked him, she got hurt, she choked him, she had him in a chokehold. I was like, okay, August, get his ass, girl, get him. And then Kelvin comes to save the night, swoops her up with the cops, puts the handcuffs on the white dude, and hands him out. And so the first thing she thought of was, oh man, how am I gonna tell my sister that I'm sorry for accusing her of trying to extort us and shit. And she's just like, how am I gonna handle that to Kelvin? Kelvin's like, you'll figure that shit out, Will. You figure it out. But then Dana and Rose have a talk, and Rose is like, we can figure this out, shots with a new diet or whatever, because we got to get you to be able to get some sperm in the cup because a chick is trying to get pregnant. And so she finally puts two and two together and realized that Dana don't have a goddamn vasectomy. Dana, you dirty as hell for that. Like, how you gonna have your wife going through all of this shit knowing it ain't even her? It is you. You don't sit here and had a whole vasectomy on her. What is wrong with you? Who does that? Dana is on some other shit because I be goddamn. Like for real, that's how dirty you gonna be? That's just the dirtiest of dirtiest. Cause she said, cause they said, Rose used to mess with girls, so this ain't her first time after rodeo with Bridget. So it ain't like she just felt something and she's scared to try it because she done been there before. She done done it before. She has been in the game. So she's like, you know what? I ain't even feeling this, and he's all trying to threaten her, talking about, oh, if you can't leave me, you lose your job. If you do, it's in the contract. I'm like, you know what? You really ain't shit now. You really, really ain't shit, Dana. Like, you are just too low down dirty. You gonna get yours. You really, really are. And so she's like, you know what? I ain't leaving because I'm bi. I ain't leaving because whatever I got with Brie. I'm leaving because you an asshole. And he is. He is a straight up asshole. And he deserved for her to leave him. And I'm glad she did. And so what else happened? Oh. You know what? I almost liked Sheila. We finally learned her name, first of all. And I almost liked her. I almost did, but I knew there wasn't a reason why I didn't. You don't trust little trollops like that. I just felt something deep down in my soul about Sheila. And I'm so glad I was right about her, at least that part. And I do need to apologize for Christian because I was ready to I was ready to blame him for being the extortionist because his character wasn't too much up front in the scenes. I'm like, well, maybe they writing him down so we don't suspect nothing, and he really up here doing something wrong. But no, he's fine. But it's this broad Sheila that he don't got talking about cousin Cornelius texting him in the middle of the night talking about this dude a sucker. Like, don't be calling Christian a sucker now. I don't know. I don't do that. No, ain't no king a sucker. And no, I'm sorry, Sheila. But yeah, gonna call him a sucker talking about he don't know what's about to hit him. We about to get this money, honey. Because, like I said, liked her because she set him up with them investors. Some two brothers. But apparently one of them brothers is Cornelius, the cousin Cornelius. So we gonna have to see how that goes next season because he done made a deal with the devil, obviously. And the devil's daughter is sleeping in his bedroom, hugging up at him and rubbing him down, making him feel all special and stroking his ego, which she's very good at. She played the part very well. I will give her that. But no, bitch, you don't fuck with kings. That's not how we roll. So I'm excited for whenever the next season starts. I hope it don't take too long for it to come back. I'm the type, if you wait too long, I'm not interested. But I'm gonna wait for it because we gotta see what's happening with the Kings. This was a very good season. I enjoyed all the characters, all the way down to was it Otis, the great the vineyard keeper, whatnot. I wish we would have saw him for the finale, but we didn't. But I hope he get his wine pop. Oh, Jason don't pop the question to Yvette. And Yvette about to marry Jason? Like he said, we too old to be waiting. I know it's soon, but we too old for this. We ain't got time to waste. I know that's right, Jason. I know that's right. Get your girl. Get her, get her, get her. So that was a nice little ring. So I hope she, ready for that. And then he got his investors to get down with the new wine, which is now mixed with Christian's bourbon. So Christian finally got his foot in the game that way. But I hope that doesn't mess up the wine, the king's wine, messing with his bourbon with this cousin Cornelius and Sheila. See, now there's a connection. Now he just about to, you know, mess up again. The family don't already take him seriously, and he finally gets something going on, and this is what happens. So, child, they just may just own this man come next season. Christian just can't catch a break. I feel so bad for him. I really, really do. But also, you saw that Rose. So once Rose leaves, she goes and see who? Of course, Bridget. And she lets her know, you know, this, that, and the third. And she ready to play dirty. So what is really about to happen? And Bridget's still mad at August. She said we gonna keep this on a business level. I don't need your sisterhood. I ain't forgot what you did to me, but my daddy want me here, so I'm gonna be here and I'm gonna do my thing. She came in asking for demanding to be vice president and a 20% raise. And August gave it to her because they finally got Jason and his folks to distribute the wine. So it's all popping again, but it ain't love. It ain't love. So that's the only thing. But like I said, her and Rose about to do some shit together. And that's gonna be some mess. It's about to be Bonnie and Bonnie up in here. Two and I don't know what they gonna do. Bridget is got a whole bunch of things in her head that she done. Thank God that the old white man wasn't trying to do nothing corrupt with her. He was only her gallerist. Thank you goodness. So maybe she'll get her gallery popping off and just be a good girl and run off into the sunset with Rose and go adopt a baby. I swear, I don't know what else to say about them, but they're gonna be a force to be reckoned with next season, I believe. And poor Dana is gonna be the biggest asshole because he ain't got his girl, his wife. Now, if Bridget's still gonna be coming to the house, doing the vineyard and all that other things, he gonna look at her every time and see Rose now and think about what her and Rose doing. Is she on her phone? Is she talking to Rose? Is she going home to Rose? Is she just leave from Rose? What her and Rose doing? So I bet you, I predict next season when it starts, Rose and Bridget gonna be together. Dana's still gonna be an asshole. Hopefully, but probably not. Bridget and August are not gonna be able to work things out. Melanie and Vanessa are gonna be good at least, and I'm cool with that. That's great, and let's just hope that stays. But they got that crazy ass mama. Lord Jesus, that mama, I just don't like her. Something about her, Lord mercy Jesus. And poor Christian, he just about to mess up the family money because he head over heels for big booty Judy named Sheila, and she just about to take this man's money. But I hope he comes to his senses. He's starting to evolve a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully Quincy needs to Quincy get on it. See, Quincy gonna have to stay in the loop now too, cause now he gonna have to deal with Sheila and Cornelius. So it's like, God damn it. So there is a lot that could happen season two, and I hope they crank it up a notch because it's season two. And you got to keep it going, right? So I'm excited for whenever, whatever. But I'm hoping we'll hear a renewal soon. Because, you usually hear about a renewal around the finale. So maybe it already has, and I just haven't caught the news yet. But Carlos King, you did your thing, boo. Another good show in the books, a scripted show at that. Not even, I know he used to doing reality TV, but child, he don't got a scripted one, and I'm here for it, and I will be back for it. You hear me? I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you have, please like and please subscribe if you haven't. And you can be an MVP confessor by just going to Instagram and becoming a confessor by following me. I'm also on Twitter. I am also on Facebook, and I just got on Twitch today, and I'm under um what am I under? Queen underscore confessions. So follow me on that as well, and all of that jazz. And I will see y'all later. Bye, babies. Bye, confessors.